I left Indonesia with a strange feeling in the pit of my stomach. It wasn't fear of the next country, no, but a new sense of responsibility. For the first time in their lives, my parents decide to cross Europe's borders. They are leaving the comfort of Belgium to join me here in Malaysia. This won't just be another stop on my journey. It will be the setting for a collision between my daily life of uncertainty and their sedentary roots. Welcome to Season 4 of the Keep Your Wings podcast, a shorter season than usual, but one packed with twists and turns.
Keep Your Wings, le podcast.
Chapter 1. First time. The days go by, and not two are ever the same. After a short stay in Singapore, I've made my way to Malaysia, and for once, I've managed to convince my parents to join me on this great adventure. It's only 10 days, but it's enough to completely turn the world upside down, for sure. They have never left Europe before. They have always been a bit apprehensive about Asia, mostly worrying about safety and hygiene. This was the perfect chance to shatter some of those stubborn stereotypes I've heard them repeat 1,000 times.
It's very polluted.
They eat dog there.
They drive like savages.
These phrases were common currency every time I mentioned a long trip to Asia. I'm waiting for them in Kuala Lumpur, more than 10,000 kilometers away from Villers-Potry, the tiny village tucked away in the Gerpin region, right on the border of Namur. To be honest, this trip was a tough sell.
You didn't just come back. I don't feel like going there.
My father had told me bluntly on several occasions. But thanks to a little emotional blackmail, my mother finally convinced the poor guy to take the leap. However, there was one condition. It had to be an organized tour. They didn't want to do everything themselves. So, exit the local buses and last-minute plans, we went through an agency and cooked up an itinerary that balanced discovery, culture, a bit of hiking of course, and a final stop on an island for some much-needed relaxation. I also took charge of finding their flights. I eventually tracked down 2 round trips from Brussels for 1,700 euros. I decided to call them on WhatsApp.
Oh, it's not too expensive after all.
My father said, surprised.
But what about the airlines?
You're flying Turkish Airlines, I told him. You will have a layover in Istanbul for a few hours before heading to Kuala Lumpur.
Is this really reasonable?
What do you mean? What wouldn't be wise about it?
Turkish Airline, I think it's not a safe airline. It's better to pay more and look for something better.
Actually, I reply, having done my homework, they ranked among the 60 safest airline in the world. They were 50th in 2017.
Oh, okay, alright. And what about airport security in Istanbul? They did have an attack a few years ago.
You're living from Brussels, right?
Yes, but...
Brussels had an attack too, I interrupt, trying to bypass his fear. And yet, you aren't afraid to go there to catch a fly. So there shouldn't be a problem.
I'm going to talk about it with your mother because I don't know if she will be ready to go to Istanbul.
Istanbul?
My mother shouted in the background.
But it's in Malaysia I want to go.
No, I explain again. It's just a layover. Calm down, you stay in the airport and that's it. Since my parents have traveled very little in their lives, the concept of a layover or transit felt like an insurmountable obstacle. To them, the slightest change in plan feels like a crisis. You don't have to do a thing, your bags will be checked through automatically because the second flight is with the same airlines. So you just wait at the airport, grab a bite to eat, do some shopping or have a coffee.
Alright, if you guarantee us it's safe, we trust you.
Everything will be fine, I reassured them. On the day of their arrival, I was taking a bus back from Cherating on the Malaysian east coast. I had just arrived when I realized, with absolute horror, that my wallet was missing. I panicked, tearing through my bags, but I was hopeless. When I felt my open pocket, I knew instantly. It must have slipped out while I was sitting on the bus. Just my luck. The bus was already back on the road, heading north. Distraught, I rushed to the station office to ask for help. I explained the situation to the woman behind the counter. She immediately called the driver and managed to negotiate a 20-minute window for him to wait for me.
Here is the spot where I will wait. But it can only stay for 20 minutes, no more, or it will be late.
Okay, thank you so much. Is it far?
Oh yes, you will need a taxi to get there.
I thank her and sprint to the taxi stand. Of course, I had no cash on me, so I tried to talk the driver into it by explaining the situation. As soon as I get my wallet back, I'll be able to pay you. I promise.
Let's go then.
He said with a confident nod. When I reached the spot, I looked around bitterly. No bus. I'm screwed, I thought, right before my parent arrived. Perfect. I paced the street, losing hope, until I decided to walk into a restaurant across from the bus stop. "Hello," I said to the waitress. "By any chance, has the northbound bus already passed through? The driver was supposed to return a wallet to me."
This one.
She replied, opening a drawer and holding it up. "Yeah!" I practically cried. I grabbed my thing and thanked her profusely. Talk about a stroke of luck. And what a bizarre idea from the driver to leave my wallet with a random waitress. I must have a guardian angel watching over me. I took the same taxi back to the station, paid the driver, and hopped on the metro to meet my parents at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. After a long half-hour wait, they finally appeared. Exhausted, but in one piece. I was proud of them. They had conquered their fears, but I could see the flicker of anxiety in their eyes. They were in unknown territory, with absolutely no idea what was in store for them.